Meredith is strolling up to the stand being sworn in. She's going to get the truth,
It is
the
I.
whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is not a gotcha show. Everybody thinks we always trying to get her. It's like you get to know Meredith a little bit more with her answers. So you get 3 from the room, you get 3 from the audience, and you can tap out. You got 1 plead, the 5th that you can call and get out. And you also have a boomerang you could throw back at us. All right, Mark is first.
Meredith.
Yes.
Feeling nervous at all?
Should I? I don't know.
I don't know. Let's plead the 5th time. My question for you is, you've talked about on the air how, you watch some videos from time to time at the house.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. When you watch these videos, this is a 3-parter, but it's all one question.
Damn.
Does Anthony know? Do you ever have discussions about watching these videos?
Mm-hmm.
And do you clear your browser history on your phone when you're done?
So we're talking about porn, right? Not just
Yeah.
Netflix or YouTube.
She's like, after Game of Thrones, I don't do that.
Right.
No dirty videos.
Yeah, I watch them at the house. I don't tell Anthony. It's not like, what'd you do today? Hey, I touched myself.
So
it's
it never
not like
comes
that part
up.
of the conversation.
Why?
Wow.
Well, because that's just
He never asks?
no, he doesn't. In previous relationships, it might have been mentioned, but Anthony and I don't really talk about that. Like, I'm not asking him when's the last time he did that, because that's his business. You do what you want to do, and I feel like, not that it's secretive. It's just kind of like that's your time. I don't have to be all involved in that, and I respect that part of that relationship that we have. I don't mind talking about it at all. Like, if he asked me, I wouldn't hide it. I would, of course, tell him.
Would you show him the video?
I mean, if he wanted to see what I was watching.
Arrgh.
Yeah. I don't need to clear my browser history at all, because I just do the little sneaky secret internet page.
Oh, the private?
Yes, exactly.
What's
So,
that? You have on that private.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Dobby, we're iPhone. We got
no,
that.
we have it.
I thought she was going to say, because I'm grown.
I was kind of backing her up till she said I have the secret knock list. What's
So
that?
you open up your internet browser, whatever it may be, especially on Android, and at the bottom, if you open up a new tab, it'll say, do you want to open up a secret tab? And that way you don't have to clear your browser history. It just will never save whatever you're looking at.
I don't know those kind of things.
And then you
That's
can switch
gangster.
back to your regular, where it'll
Wow.
save what
That
you're looking
private
at.
is everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
it is.
sure.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
what I always go on if I'm going to be looking at porn.
Whew, okay. Man, that's kind of interesting because that subject kind of spills over to mine
Oh, Lord.
in a much different way, though.
Okay.
Mine is also related to film, but it is just have you, I guess it's a 2-parter, have you and Anthony ever recorded your lovemaking sessions? And if you have, and this may be for those people who visit your house,
Oh,
if you have,
no.
Yeah.
if you have, do those tapes exist? Like, do they still exist around? Where are they?
Oh, my mom's not listening.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Mom,
like,
turn off the radio.
Have you and Anthony ever recorded yourself, and did you go back and look at it, and do those tapes still exist? And you can always use your plea.
Yeah, I can. We have 100% recorded ourselves
Okay, do tell.
enjoying. Anthony was the one recording at the time, just because it was easier in the position that we were in for him to
I can imagine.
record
you
stuff.
had to wear a hat and point it backwards? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so the answer is yes. I don't know if it's still around. I think I asked a few years ago if one specific one that we recorded was still around, and he said no for that one.
Wow.
That one that we did.
Aubrey better not pop in that Blue's Clues. You'll mess around and learn something else.
So-
You're going to learn something today.
We did game tape, though. I enjoy watching it. It's kind of sexy, if you take out your phone or whatever and you're recording, and
You watched it with
that's
us?
sexy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was hot.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
And I looked good at the moment. So I was like extra happy because, you check it out yourself too. Make sure
Angles.
you do. Yeah.
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 Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, Meredith, mine's in the same realm. to be honest with you.
Are you guys horny this morning? Did you guys get some this weekend?
Not no more.
All right. Oh yeah. So, what's one thing that now, as a married woman, you know you'll never be able to do or experience, and maybe low key regret it? But one thing that you know that is off limits now that you didn't get to experience.
I can answer that. At first, maybe I would say a threesome, but I think I'm gonna go towards hooking up with a chick.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm never going to be able to experience that, obviously, because I am married now. But if I were to go back in time, maybe I would try
Ain't
that.
no maybes.
Yeah, I would try that.
You mentioning it, it's
I
on
would.
your mind.
I
And it still can happen.
Yeah, it absolutely could have
How
happened.
could that happen?
I can arrange that for you this weekend.
It
No,
can
it ain't got nothing to do with you. You gotta talk to your man.
It can happen. It definitely can happen.
Yeah, but that ruins a lot of relationships, so I'm pretty sure I don't necessarily.
I would bet
wanna
if
do
we
that.
put Anthony in this chair and asked
Yeah.
him, would he be okay with you making out with a girl, he'd be cool.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Meredith want to do more than make out.
well, I was talking about more than make out. I was just
Oh.
trying to keep it Christian. I was just trying to keep it Christian so we ain't get no fines.
I don't know.
Okay.
He don't seem like the type. I don't think he would.
I think he would.
That
I think,
is not
I think
true.
he would not want to give in because he would want her
Yeah.
not to get mad at him for saying it.
He'd
Like,
be down for
He'd
it
be down.
So what's stopping you?
because we don't want that right now in our marriage. So we don't, and that potentially destroying whatever, the relationship that we have. Like, I have jealous tendencies. I'm much better than I used to be, but that could potentially ruin our relationship, and I don't want that to happen.
Oh, no.
Translation, she'll kill a bit.
Well, it sounded like she wants to. You said that he would be okay with it. All you missing is doing it.
I care more about him and our relationship and our daughter than that one night of fun.
Plus, you'd have to cast the right girl.
Yeah.
That's part of the fun.
Davi's had experience in this, so you know.
Davi is down to negotiate.
Yeah. He'll negotiate for me.
Anthony, if you need somebody in here lobbying for you, just know. All right, that's 3 questions in. The audience gets the next ones. It is Plead the Fifth, Meredith edition. She has 3 questions to answer. 888-429-0941. A lot of coming in. I'm thinking we need to pick carefully, though, because Meredith still has a pass.
I do.
And she's very political.
What
So
does
I'm
that
trying
mean?
not to ask her, like, a couple of these questions because I know she got wiggle room. She'll wiggle her way out of it. She's very like Bob Dole when it comes to answering some of these questions. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay. All right, so I'll take the
smirk
first
on
one.
your face.
I'm going to take the first one.
All right.
Meredith.
Yeah.
You talked about the gym situation the other day
Yeah.
that we all heard about.
Mm-hmm.
Was the sex better at the gym or with your husband, Anthony?
I mean, it's different.
I
mean-
don't be wiggling.
I'm trying to.
Better.
I mean,
Worse.
I've been married for a little while now and in a relationship, so.
Yeah, but you know what? You before you answer, you talked about that gym episode, and you kind of went into the whole like
Game taping.
flashback, coochie flashback thing. You like, like you. I mean, for real. Like you was talking to us, and you're like,
Yeah, it was hot. I mean, he pushed me up against the wall,
see,
and then we
see.
went in the shower.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It
You
was
ain't
hot.
you ain't never talked about an Anthony
Oh.
trip like that. So, what's your answer?
I mean, hotter. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, it was passionate. It was just, all of a sudden, it was. I don't know.
Again,
it was
you
great.
holding up the highlights of the old dude. I'm just pointing it out for you. And you got to go home.
Yeah, we have great sex at the house, but hooking up, just at the gym, just all of a sudden, very passionate. I mean, that was great. So, I mean, better than any sexual experience I've had with Anthony. Anthony, if I
Hotter is
had,
what they said. Hotter.
it's hard to compare.
Right. Because doing it at home in the pajamas in the bed, that's so hard to compare.
Sure. I will go ahead and say yes, that was hotter than
Oh man.
just because it was hot at the time.
You sleeping on the
You
couch?
sleeping on the
Nice.
couch.
I mean,
You
it
are
was
so
hot.
sleeping on the couch.
It was.
That mattress firm bed ain't going to even see you. No. You can't even come back in here. No. All right. Wow. Okay.
Poor Anthony.
Yeah.
I know he looks forward to Mondays. Don't he?
Yo, Anthony, I feel your pain, dog. I got some whiskey for you. We got another one.
Do we only have one more?
No, we got
you
two
got
more.
two more.
This one came out of the 407. It says, Meredith, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the loudest, how loud would you say you are in the bedroom?
Oh, damn.
I'm vocal.
Oh.
I don't want to wake up the neighbors or anything like that.
There's certain stuff you don't
Are you a
wanna hear.
screamer?
You don't want to hear about your
I
family
have,
members.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, we don't want to know.
And I like a little, dirty talk every now and then.
Oh,
My
Meredith,
girl.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
spice
Meredith.
things up a little
Meredith,
bit.
we family. We family.
Yeah.
We family. You got to keep some stuff down. Oh, damn.
Yeah, I want to enjoy what's going on, and I want to let you know what I like at the same
I
time.
can tell you as a man, we
wanna
appreciate that.
Yeah, quiet sex isn't that fun unless,
It's the
someone's
worst.
hand is over my mouth and we have to be quiet because we're being sneaky. Then that's something else.
Personally, I like
Well, you didn't put a
silence.
number on it. They said for 1 to 10.
At the house? Oh, in general? I'll say like 7 or
Comfortable.
8.
7 or 8?
7 or 8, yeah.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's howling.
You singing lyrics.
That's hot.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So I just didn't want to know that.
I'm okay with it.
I just really didn't want to know
I'm good
that.
with
All
it.
right. Let's see. All right. Oh, this one is good. You seem to have zero tolerance policy for cheating.
Yeah.
So how do you honestly feel about women who stay with the man who has cheated on them?
I mean, that's
Honestly.
everybody. This is completely honest. To each their own. I'm not strong enough to deal with that at all. Like I said before, I deal with a little bit of a jealousy issue to begin with, and if you stepped out in the relationship, I'm just going to be constantly thinking about that. So, if you can deal with that, go for it. I could never. So, to each their own.
Ooh.
I would never deal with that. I've been cheated on before by not just one person, but by a couple, and it never worked out afterwards.
So one of your
Ever.
girlfriends that might get cheated on and stays.
I would tell her to leave immediately. If she asked me,
Ooh.
I would 100% say it would potentially happen again.
But if she stays,
I would look at it. Their relationship is never going to be the same. I would look down on it. But also, she's strong enough to stay with him and try to make it work. And it can work. But both people have to be able to work on their relationship.
so the headline is "Don't be a loser."
I'm not dealing with that.
I'm not dealing with it.
And
All
that's just because I've dealt with that, and there's no coming back from that.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's your 3.
Yeah.
That's from the audience. You got 3, and you got 3 in the row.
And the boomerang.
Boomerang on.
What a booer.
What was your question? Oh,
I
about
don't- what-
porn and videotaping yourselves, and if you watch it,
What
go ahead.
What happened?
Uh-huh.
What's that?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't expecting that.
My question was, have you ever taped yourself? Did
Right.
you watch said tape?
Mhm.
And do you still have it?
Okay, and it goes around the room, everybody.
Oh, I'll answer mine first. Nope. No. I've never taped myself. Nope.
Really?
Because they say the camera adds 192 pounds. I don't need to see that in them different angles. I've never done it.
I've taped myself a bunch of times.
Really?
Yeah.
Like on tape, camera tape, or
Like
on like
phones.
a phone?
Yeah, on phones, multiple phones,
Really?
multiple females.
Have you?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, just
You
sloppy
are
with
dirty.
it. Yeah, I don't have it, but it might be in circulation somewhere to
So
be
you don't know
100%
where they
real.
are?
I mean, nah.
Did you always videotape it, or did
Not
she?
always.
No, okay.
No, they could be out there.
Well,
floating
if somebody
around.
needs some money, Dobby's over here. He gets
I'm not
hold of
tripping.
Wait,
hostage.
hold on. So you got tapes just randomly out there,
Possibly, potentially could be out there.
like a
I'm
mixtape.
thinking the girls probably aren't going to want to out themselves either. That's kind of what I'm banking on.
This
Yeah.
is now
But-
a challenge.
But yeah.
But if you get famous, like famous, more famous,
right, it's all good. I mean,
or if your businesses
He's-
pop off and now you on the cover of Forbes,
It's
they
all-
holding on to the goods.
you gotta take the good with the bad, right? Yeah, I'm
Dobby's
not
proud of
worried
his
about that.
thing, so he's not worried about it.
That is that.
Would Joanna get? How would
It would
she?
be it
out-
would be a tough conversation. Like I'm sure nobody would want to see their partner like that. But I don't think that'd be something that would like really like ruin me
A
or
deal
anything
breaker?
like that. Yeah.
You don't think she would walk out like, yo?
No, because it was all way before her. She was not involved in any of the tapes. Me and her haven't done it. Haven't done recorded.
Ooh.
But yeah.
That might be a deal breaker.
Nah, I don't think so.
Why haven't you?
Because that's my girl. All those were those were jump offs.
Okay,
To
gotcha.
be real with you.
You are such a dirtbag.
I love it, man. Yeah, I'm with you through and through, homie.
Yeah,
All
my
right,
woman is a queen. I
Marcus.
wouldn't put her on tape like that.
Yeah, I have tapes out there. Have I watched it? Of course, I've watched it. You know, you got to learn. It's like, look, Peyton Manning used to go and watch his film from the game the week before.
Did you just compare
Gotta check
yourself?
it out. I mean, you know.
You got a
Peyton Manning?
telestrator at the house?
Yeah, like over here, Troy. Here's where we went left. So yeah, I've watched it. I have them. I don't have them anymore because I have a few new phones, and my cloud got messed up. So they're gone. I'm sure there's a
So
few
they were
floating
on the
around.
cloud?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, they were.
Face.
But my
Like,
cloud
is your
got
face in them?
cleared out. Yeah, it's long
Oh,
story.
your cloud got hacked.
Maybe.
Is like, can you see like your face in them?
No, it was. I was
Them.
them. Yeah.
How many do you have or
I
had?
don't know. It's probably like 3 or 4 at least.
Did
Yeah.
you put your face in?
I was all in, bro.
What? You put your
Yeah.
face in it?
Yeah, well, different angles.
You know what he
Sometimes I
said?
hold it,
He
so-
said, "This is Dobby."
Orlando and the Freak Show.